On April 10, 1912, the Titanic set sail on its maiden voyage. It was the largest and most luxurious ship ever built, called Unsinkable by newspapers of the time. But just 4 days later, tragedy struck, and the world witnessed one of the deadliest maritime disasters in history. Titanic was a masterpiece of modern engineering. At nearly 270 meters long and with over 2,200 passengers and crew, it was a floating palace. It had grand dining rooms, a swimming pool, and even a gym unimaginable. Luxuries for 1912. But behind the glamour, there was a dark truth: not enough lifeboats for everyone on board. On the night of April 14, 1912, Titanic sped across the Atlantic despite iceberg warnings. At 11:40 p.m., disaster struck the ship-hidden iceberg. The collision tore open the hull, and within minutes, water began flooding the lower decks. Panic spread as passengers realized the unsinkable ship was sinking. The evacuation was chaotic. Lifeboats were lowered half-empty, while many third-class passengers were trapped below deck. But there were also acts of bravery: crew members, musicians who played until the very end, and countless passengers who gave up their seats so others could live. By the time the Titanic disappeared beneath the waves at 2:20 a.m., over 1,500 lives were lost. The sinking of the Titanic shocked the world. In its wake, new safety laws were passed, including mandatory lifeboats for all passengers. Decades later, the wreck was finally discovered in 1985, lying deep in the Atlantic, frozen in time. Titanic's story remains a symbol of human ambition, tragedy, and the fragile line between pride and humility. More than a century later, Titanic continues to fascinate us not just as a disaster, but as a reminder of the human stories aboard. It was not only a ship, but a dream, and a warning written in history forever.